doing, Streamlabs? And why are you doing it? There we go. Okay, fixed. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some Dark Deity 2. We are in chapter 25. I was actually taking a look through the rings that we can make real quick. I think I'm gonna throw the anti-mage ring onto Gwen, because it's effectively an additional 3 fortitude, bringing her up to 15. So figure I might as well. So we're gonna do that real quick. And then we are going to jump into some stuff. We have a challenge, the navigating challenge. So we're going to take a look at this and see what it be. What do we got? Unlock both doors. Okay. Are there like keys that we have to get? Or is it just get to both doors? Looks like it's just get to both doors. In 8 turns. With a lot of enemies. Seems fun. 34s. Okay, let's see, how do we want to play this? Take a Tusklerai. Who does Tusk have bonds with? Okay. Put that over there. Who does Gwen have bonds with? Work on bonds instead of other. I say that might be difficult. To me, is it somewhat challenging to see. Have they done their S? Can't tell. Even Haran have one, so we'll do that. Something like this, and something like this. Be questionable. We'll give it a try. Okay, let's go. Decrepit Skull. Oh, and we have to dodge those. Okay. That's interesting.
You let your guard down.
I'm gonna pull that guy over there. We are doing this so that we are out of range with Gwyn from this Azvarelian Javelineer. Should not really be able to hit Eve in the bushes, but we'll still pull. And then the hope is that we can kill both.
Guide me.
We might have to refresh. So we're going to attack. Okay, we won't get a kill unless we crit. 32% chance to crit, which is pretty decent. 28 left, so we won't crit, or we won't kill either way. 0% chance to hit. 24 goes to 48. High chance to kill if we crit. Is she the one that has the... No. She has a chance to hit again, but she's not the one that has the follow-up attacks deal additional damage. So, I think we go for this. If we get the crit,
Justice descends!
but we'll need it twice.
Death will purify you!
Got it. Sweet. Awesome.
Steady is the blade that never dulls.
HP speed, defense. Wow. And luck. Fuck yeah. Love luck on her. We're actually just gonna run up here and we'll do and then we will attack again. We will why don't crit avoid 18. Okay. Oh, that was Haran attacking. Yeah, we should just go ahead and let Haran attack. Because he's not going to be able to do anything else, and this is just going to guarantee he gets additional experience. Moves him closer to the 34 mark. Absolutely.
They should be running.
Attack.
Death will purify you!
Very nice.
Our will is indomitable.
So... we want the Javelineer to attack Eve. Eve has 1 to 2 range, so Eve can counter attack. So we're just gonna sit over here and wait. How do we want to play this out? Tusk has terrible fortitude. We can we can snipe the mage and kill instantly. And it's just a matter of how do we want to play around the sellsword. We could pin the sellsword with Tusk, and leave the Azvarelian warrior out in the open. Probably, I think that's the play. Capuchin. That's 104 additional damage. It's just absurd. Why does the Neil do so much damage? Oh god, it's crazy.
You were not.
Okay, so we go up against the Azvarelian sellsword.
Ready for anything.
What can we do here? Weak stacking.
Something they doing?
We won't kill unless we crit. That's unlikely. Won't kill with a crit there. or we won't kill without a crit there. So it's basically a question of do we want to stun or not. I think we just hit him. And we got the crit, so we kill. Nice. Very nice. Hell yeah. So no toxic strikes for him. So we could attack here. Even with the crit, we won't kill. Let's go ahead and apply some weak stacks.
Already.
Reduce his capabilities. So he does 12 less damage. Good.
Yes. Here.
And then we will attack. Yeah. Solid. He's gonna come in line. He'll do 10 damage to Zanil. Easy peasy. Okay, 10% chance to hit. Yes,
You have been
awesome.
found wanting.
Cool. When do these fire? Applies 20 damage and snare, but... Does that happen to enemies? Does that only happen to me? Question mark. Attacks apply heavy bleed. Yike. And he does have 40 power, so he can actually chop through some of my high defense speed. So definitely gonna have to go for dodge tank.
Listening.
We'll get an easy kill on Haran here.
Are you watching,
Nice.
old
HP,
friend?
speed, dexterity, fortitude, mastery. Pretty good. And he takes the vulnerability, so he takes increased damage. We're not planning on letting him get hit, but we'll keep an eye on it. Hmm.
On the path. Be decisive. Get them! The will
Dead.
stands strong.
Easy peasy.
Yes. Here.
We could move over to this bush, and that would pull this guy. 14 speed, 18 speed. He's not gonna double us. 151 accuracy versus 84 dodge. Still pretty likely to hit us. But chance that he doesn't. With 40 and bleed, he won't kill us, but it will be frustratingly annoying to deal with afterwards. We don't have much of a capability of healing ourselves.
Point me at 'em.
Ready for anything.
We're gonna move here. We're gonna attack. If we get a crit, we kill. We get a crit. Fun.
Don't be too harsh.
We can kill here, but first we're going to sick him.
War just got a little deadlier.
We'll kill with Tusk. We'll use the bear as bait.
That one made a real mess.
Don't be too harsh.
We want to Applies 2 snare and 20 damage. I don't want to get shot by this ballista, but I don't know if it's like a guaranteed thing or if it's just like a decent chance thing. Almost none of these people have a chance to hit her. Who do I care about here? Attacks apply 1 stun. Definitely don't want that. What's your attack range? Go a little distance. Allow Seer. We want
Death
to
comes.
lasso. I would like to use this turn attacking with you. Who do we care about? Can I care about the magical options?
Just follow my lead.
Yoink her down here. Kill her. 16% chance to hit us.
Death will purify you. You have been found wanting.
Ah, nice double attack.
Steady is the blade that never dulls.
HP, might, dexterity, mastery. Not bad. Okay, so we can back up. Bear incoming. Yo, that bear just kicked him in the face. Awesome. That was further out of range than I thought. %. Easy peasy. Didn't get a crit
You have been found wanting.
twice. Oh, that was a double attack. Nice. Good. Very good. Eve is too good. 22% chance? Jesus.
This will hurt.
Okay, she just got stunned. But that's unfortunate. We're gonna need to work around that situation now. I think we plug this hole here. Just attack. Good kill. As long as we hit. Nice. Okay. So this guy will come for Tusk. He won't outspeed him. He does do magic damage. It is 40 versus 7, so it will be a hefty chunk, but we should be able to kill him afterwards and then heal him up with Huron. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We can... Turn 3. Yeah, we can do... we kill here. Ooh. Okay, that is concerning. If we move there... Yeah. We might just take the hit from the ballista. Then we plug the gap and we can't guarantee. I don't like that. Can I chain heal?
You are not alone.
Okay, I can. And then we will attack. Cross our fingers. Somewhat expected. I'm gonna risk the attack. I might actually just shove this person. I don't know if that's gonna matter. 80% chance to hit. Pretty decent chance. Got it. So we take whatever this ballista is gonna do.
All
HP,
the
might,
strength I can
speed.
get.
Defense, fortitude, luck. That's a really good level. Really fucking good level. Very nice. Okay, cool. How do we want to play this? I don't want... Got time. I don't want to go overboard here. We'll just get our money out of this guy.
The wield strengthens
Might,
me, even
speed,
now.
defense, fortitude, and mastery. No HP, unfortunately.
We can get it done.
Ability, we will heal.
Together.
And it applies light block, which we will be using.
Die!
Hey, we killed him. Nice. Immediate response kill.
For the crows.
Get fucked.
War just got a little
Tusk, 2
deadlier.
HP, 1 might, 1 defense. Not the greatest stat line, but the stats that he gets, he fucking gets. $35 on Eve, hell yeah.
Steady is the
HP,
blade
speed,
that never dulls.
fortitude, and luck. Luck
On it.
is, for her, every point of luck is more dodge. So speed and luck are dodge. She has plus 35 based off of her luck. That's a 10.
Who's next?
Well, that's really intense. 41. Yeah. Increases dodge. I wish I knew what the exact conversion was. What do we want to do? We need to start moving. So that is annoying. And he is now bleeding, which is also annoying. Stay around with that. What does she have? Attack strain 10 mana? That's not great. Got a hit, but definitely probably can.
What is your bidding? You are not alone.
Okay. We make a concerted effort to push for the doors. But
On it.
Eve is going to be able to lasso 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here. From here? From here. Yeah, I played this wrong. I should have
Just follow my lead.
waited. Now we have to get a crit in order to kill. I mean, we're likely to get a crit, so it's fine, but we shouldn't have made it a
Death will
requirement.
purify you.
Do it be doing? It do be doing pretty well. Oh, look at the tiny baby. Oh, sleepy. God, I'm hitting the microphone. You tiny baby. Here's cats for the stream, since my cats never want to get on stream anymore. Fucking Odie. I blame Odie for all of this. His fault, really. How to play these? How to play these? This guy's magic damage. This guy's physical damage. Zanil has 22 fortitude, doesn't get outsped, and has 15 damage reduction. I'm just gonna move Anil here.
Point me at 'em.
We'll move here, and we will.
Together.
This baits. He's gonna do very little damage. We won't kill in response, but that's okay. Hey, Bondo. Nice. Okay.
Justice
The left side
descends.
has basically just been Eve. If we could have put just Eve on the left side and 5 people on the right side, I think Eve would have done just as well as the right side.
This will hurt.
Honestly.
Justice descends.
Yeah. Yeah.
We must be swift.
Yeah, we'll just come in here. Try to see if we can get the skill with her on.
Returned to the waves.
We did.
Sloppy work.
I'm just gonna walk up and attack this one. Takes half damage from direct damage. We're not direct damaging you. Can we... Yeah, we'll do a wyvern. Just in
You have been
case
found
we
wanting.
don't crit and kill, but we did crit and kill, so never mind. Never mind!
I'll take this as tribute.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess we'll start heading this direction. Range it. That.
Fight as one! If this is what it takes.
Okay.
They should be running.
Unlock that door. Great.
They're not ready.
Guess we'll pull
Point
the
me
next
at
guy.
'em. Die!
I actually was hoping he wouldn't kill. I wanted to give this kill to Larai, but
More feed for
you
the
know, whatever.
crows.
It is what it is.
Forward!
We don't want this guy to get
Always
on
moving.
the grass, because that's just going to elongate things.
We must be swift.
Whiffed. We're going to chain heal through.
You are not alone.
Tag Zanil there. Zero damage from the Swordmaster. Okay, we do need more stuff on Fuck. If we transfusion and then attack, we'll die from the bleed.
Fight me, coward!
We got the crit anyway. God damn it, game.
Will
Whatever.
this finally be
We got
enough?
the level. HP, might, and speed. Pretty high speed on Larai, actually. 23 speed.
Always moving.
Yes. Enemies within 2 tiles cannot use abilities. Yo, what? 21, 18. It does not outspeed me. Will be painful.
Guide me.
It's fine.
Take my strength.
Let's go in.
They're not
Actually,
ready.
do we want to... Then they'll just attack first? Yeah, Zanil just attack first.
My aim is
She
true.
crits? She didn't kill. That's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to not give her the kill, but she goes and crits. That's sketchy. That's fine. Tusk in, attack, kill, unlock next turn. And that'll be that. Challenge.
Ah, a tool for warfare is a tool for me.
Into phase. Sweet. Let's give her more experience.
Together.
What is your bidding? Take my strength. The spirit burns
HP, might,
even
and
brighter.
defense. Defense is up to 17. That's pretty good.
Unleash me.
I
Job
should
done.
be getting paid for this.
Alright, Decrepit Skull. Eve was far and away. MVP there. Of course. Alright. We got an Elixir of Speed. I've actually been using Elixirs of Speed on Gwyn. Trying to compensate for her currently terrible speed. Not so that she can outspeed people, but so that she can stop getting outsped as much. So I think we're going to keep going with that concept.
That'll have to do.
And speed now. Not terrible, right? Like, not great, obviously, but shouldn't get outsped by absolutely everyone now. Okay, what all did we pick up? We picked up runes. And we got that Decrepit Skull. The Decrepit Skull is quite good. Inventory. Do we have a skull on already? No, we have it on somebody. We have it on Aya. And it is very high damage. High damage, no crit, low accuracy, mid weight. But it gets HP added to power. It can have its weight reduced. That's normal. Can do increased crit damage. It can store overkill damage. It can have tactician. It can apply poison. Huh. Okay, so this is a focus. Who are our focus people? Iran has a gem to focus right now, which is just whatever. Is increased weight and increased power. Would be more worthwhile to just give him the Decrepit Skull, decrease the weight, and increase the accuracy, and it would be inherently better than what he is currently rocking. So that is definitely an option. Who else are our focus users? Taldera is a focus user. But Taldera is using the Prism because it gives Vampiric, and because it's high crit, and Taldera wants to crit a bunch. So lower power, significantly lower power, but 30% crit. Right? Definitely do not want to play out of that. In point of fact, I could see us... Why do we have Shrink on here? I feel like... Oh, we have Shrink on here to try to increase her dodge. I don't feel like that's going to matter enough. I think we probably extract that and just put more crit on it. Right? Or we put Leeching on there. So that she can try to always keep Charged Ki up. Or, you know, key blast a whole bunch or what have you. Basically just always be casting. Definitely not just wait. Extract that. That drops her, what, 5 points on dodge? But instead... I kind of felt like we just go crit, right? Crits restore mana. Yeah, so it would make more sense if we're worried about trying to get mana back. It would be better to have higher crit than have leeching. Accuracy is fine. Knight is potentially worthwhile. Actually, her HP is very low, so that would still work though. It would still be capped. I think we go crit, just deadly. 81% crit now. Very nice. When she gets the crit roll on this, then it's not gonna be as good. But you know, is what it is. I say that. I mean, it'll finish her off, make her fully 100% crit. Arthur is the other one. Yeah, we don't really care, I think. A lot of elixirs to buy that I would like to buy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elixirs to buy. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, but that's 25k. I need the money. We have a bond. Eve. Alright, so this is the final one. Eve, I know you're there. Sharp, aren't you? You have a habit of moping where you think you can't be seen. It's unbefitting a leader. Right, I'm sure it is. A lot of what I do, probably. I'd be why it feels so wrong. I don't belong here. So, what's the plan? You'll just stay here like this, wallowing in misery until it swallows you up? The plan is the same as always. Stick to the path, no matter how much I hate it. I thought you'd prepared for this your whole life. No, I mean, yes, but my father prepared me for this. I just did what I was told. Made sure to follow in his footsteps. In return for my dutiful service, it's brought me nothing. Wow. Just more challenges, more heartbreak, more sin. Worst part is, it feels like I'm failing. The path I was supposed to follow, I don't know if I'm still on it anymore. Ooh. I know how it feels. Ren taught me Inaleth's justice and cast me out for violating it. And yet I try to hold on to the mantle of the just. It's hard not to wonder, do I believe in Inaleth, or in Ren, or just in myself? Hell, maybe I don't believe in anything. Certainly feels that night's... Certainly feels... Certainly feels that nights sometimes. Am I having an aneurysm? Did I have a stroke? Certainly feels that night sometimes, knowing I failed all three. It feels like this was supposed to be some nights. Certainly feels that some nights, knowing I failed all three. If I could find the moment I strayed from the path, then maybe I could deserve them again. Failing yourself too, huh? Something else on your mind? Wondering about what it means to lose oneself. Can we really hope to stop disappointing others if we can't stop disappointing ourselves? Does their pride mean anything if we can't share in it? Does anything matter more than that? No way to know. So no use in caring. It's too late for us anyhow. Our hands are already scarred and blackened. No, I refuse to believe in that. It's like you said, we need a plan better than wallowing in misery. Justice isn't about punishing those who have strayed. It's about getting back on the path, righting wrongs. So maybe you're right, and we're already stained. But we deserve something better than a sinner's fate. You really believe it when you say that crap, don't you? I do. Why? Does that upset you? No, not at all. Just not often that I end up believing in it too. Aww, it was a not a good conversation, but it was a somewhat happy ending. Okay, so now we can see what all of the colors are supposed to be. Cool. Bond with Daniil and Larai. Hello there. You are Larai, correct? Hi, you're Zanil, right? Yes, my apologies if I'm troubling you, but might I speak with you for a moment? I can hazard a guess as to what about. It's the ears, right? It's always the ears. The ears? I confess I had not intended to ask, but now that you mention it, they're quite striking. Well, my father was a sun elf, so I get them from him. No prizes from getting what side of the family the skin comes from. Nice. You seem on edge. I hope I'm not to blame. You noticed, huh? Sorry, I'm just pretty used to being looked down upon by other elves. Oh, your height? I had hoped that Kamari would be one of a kind in that regard. Wow, Zanil does not... Wow, okay. Alright. Not what I meant. But now that you mention it, he's got a mean glare, doesn't he? The meanest. I wouldn't take it too personally. He's quite the severe man, even when he's among fellows. I can see it. He wouldn't be the first Sylvan to hate my guts. Not that I got to meet very many of them, living so far out west, but... Well, you'd know better than I do. They're not the most keen on outsiders. Were that I could disprove your claim. Would that I could disprove your claim? Alas. You said you wanted to ask me something? Oh, yes! I wish to ask if you were free later this week. I thought it might be nice to invite the elves of the Order to dinner. We could sample each other's foods, maybe exchange stories. It's been hard to get some of the troops to mingle, and I suppose this could help get a few of them out of their shells. It, sounds like fun, but why me? What do you mean? You're an elf, no? I am? But the others... Even setting that aside, I must confess that since you came into the Order, you've been something of an inspiration for me. I've long strove to rid the Weald of its prejudices and superstitions, but never had I taken such steps as to journey so far in pursuit of that dream. Cross the very seas in pursuit of reconciliation. Wow, I didn't realize I had fans. I'm flattered. Your scary banner probably doesn't help much. My apologies. I fear I got somewhat carried away. Needless to say, I would love nothing more than for you to attend. Well, I'm in. Splendid. This is most exciting indeed. Sounds like, fun. Looking forward to it. I feel like it's not gonna go great. Great, I'll see you there. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna go well. Hey, Zanil and Tusk. You are the one called Zanil, yes? I'd like to talk. Oh? I can certainly spare a moment, but what's this about? I require your aid. There are things I cannot do that I must do. I need some advice, pointers, tips, techniques, anything. All right, steady. I'll help you. There's no need to get so worked up. Sorry, I'm simply worked up. Talk to me then. Advice is easy, though I can't promise mine will be of use. Thank you. I feel as though I'm failing Larai. Okay. Failing. Goodness, that's severe. In what way? She is a genius diplomat, a talented speaker, a born leader. I am a mere bodyguard, and I failed to protect her. Were it not for the Order, I would have lost her. Tusk, it's not your fault. If I were stronger, I would not have been wounded. I would have been able to defeat Kira. I would have done it alone, but I couldn't. I'm so sorry that this has you so shaken, Tusk, but I'm no bodyguard. I fear I have little advice to give. No, you misunderstand. I know how to protect her better. I must be stronger, that is all. But to serve her, I need to be better. What if her enemies defeat her in the courts? What if she falters because she needs me to be a better friend? What if she passes away and somebody else must take up her cause? God damn. Yikes. Oh, that's a yikes and hit a little bit. Then you desire my aid in matters of the heart and mind. Yes, because I'm out of ideas. Don't know what I'd do if I failed again. Nothing good. Well, dear, don't you worry. The simplest way to strengthen your heart and mind are to open them. Come and speak to me when you have the time, or when your burdens become too great to bear. We'll talk, and you will learn. Is it truly so simple? I'm making it sound somewhat easier than in truth, but it will be simple enough, yes. Thank you, Daniil. Thank you. Anything for a friend. Nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. That was enjoyable. Okay. We're gonna save. And it is time to pop into chapter 25. I'm prepared for Dad to die. I say prepared for Dad to die, but Dad's in Easen's Hope. Which, you know, feels like he's not gonna die yet. He's not gonna die until we get there. So, probably chapter 26.
With Asvarel's wicked plans looming on the horizon, the newly appointed commander of the Order of Eternals readies her growing forces to assault the Tri-Towns. Situated around a great lake, the Tri-Towns have long been the seat of power in Gritania.
That's cool.
Once, they were a place of neutrality for the town's factions to cooperate. Now they are a symbol of Gritanian unity, even in an age where that unity has been pushed to the breaking point. The coming battle could reignite the passion of the Gritanian people, or spell doom for all of Varroa.
Jeez. Like, it's a little dire, you don't, like, holy fuck.
God damn this infernal smoke. Ah, my eyes are burning. It's even worse than yesterday.
It bodes ill, if you ask me.
Even in the worst battles of my life, I've not seen anything like this.
They must be raising the whole country, the monsters. Hope there's still time to stop them.
Hey, there's always still time. As long as we're alive, we can stop them. Now let's get down to business. We've spoken with the Gritanian forces and shared intel. Word is Asvarel brought in their navy using the riverways.
Just around the riverway.
That's gonna complicate
not that
things.
Song.
We don't have a way to deal with them, do we?
None that I'm fond of. Our best bet is to try and retake one of the towns, and then try to use the city's defenses against them.
That's
That
where
kind
our
of plan might work on an open field.
crack
But
captain
we can't handle a bombardment like that. It'll be a
comes into play.
slaughter.
I know. We need something better, but unless we keep their ships from firing on us entirely, we're sitting ducks. I'm coming up blank.
Board!
Damn it.
Wait, blow
Sounds
your
like
whistle.
we need to create some cover.
Call in the Shamrock.
I wonder.
You got something for us?
Maybe. Alden, do you think your magic could control all the smoke
don't
in the
make
air?
me don't make me play in a
smoke?
fog map.
I've never tried such a thing before,
Fog
but
map
I
me.
don't see why not.
Perfect. Then I say we use it to our advantage. If we were to bring it lower and denser, it could act as a cover.
That could be enough to get us through the gate. And then once we're within the walls, the fleet won't be as effective.
That's all we need. Once we have access to the city's defenses, the fleet will have nowhere to run. It'll be simple to mop them up.
I'm impressed. I never took you to be the tactical type, Reardon.
What can I say? Guess I'm just full of surprises.
It's a gamble, to be certain, but I'm not sure we've got other options.
I'm just gonna say it. Obviously, okay. The correct answer is that the head of the Order of Eternals just needs to be all three of the kids, right? Well, if I had to pick one of the kids to lead, I'd actually probably pick Reardon. Reardon comes up with a lot of the best ideas, and his head is the levelest of the three.
I agree. The longer we wait, the more lives are put in
I
danger.
smell.
Including...
I smell stuff.
Father.
Don't worry. We'll get him back.
Um,
I swear it.
The Mappa has
Are the
done
free
something.
riders ready?
I smell something.
We're always ready, Commander, but we're no good in a siege. I figure our best bet's to run interference. Gum up the works a bit.
A sound plan. If you can delay enemy reinforcements or distract some of their artillery support, it may help even the odds.
And that's exactly what we'll do. You can count on us!
That leaves the bulk of the fighting to us then. Business as usual.
Getting cold feet, Reardon?
Fat chance. I'm gonna give them hell out there. Just big fight. Know what I mean?
It certainly won't be easy. Just hope nobody gets hurt.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine, yeah?
A lot of
Keep your
people are
heads
gonna
on
get hurt.
out there, all right?
Yes, sir, Commander.
Oh, don't you give me that too. Come on, we'd better start preparing.
This is actually
We've
a
got
thing
a bloody battle ahead of us.
that I really wish there were more tactical, like, strategy RPGs that did this. I'm kind of like recalling back to Aedan Chronicles when you did the battles in Aedan, the army battles in Aedan Chronicles. You'd see the names of people who were in the army pop up on the side as they died or as they did things, right? It'd be really cool. Like, most of the time in a strategy RPG like this, like, the concept right now is that the Order is leading an army. It's not just the 20 some odd people with us. It's actually an army of hundreds or thousands supported by auxiliary units and things like that. But you know, we're just the heroes of the story. We don't see the other nameless individuals. It would be cool though to see something in a game like this, not in a game where, like, you actually have hundreds of units, but in a game where you have a dozen or so units. It would be interesting to see some sort of, like, system or mechanic that tracked as you were going through the core part of the battle, like hey, we've got to do this thing to achieve victory in the battle. It'd be cool to see, like, you're able to influence the composition of your army by playing the game, and each turn you see, like, a pop-up of what has happened in the overarching battle, and that it determines, right, like, or is determined by the composition of your army and the choices that you've made and things like that, and then that somehow reflects the combat itself. So, like, in this particular instance, and this might actually have some effect on this coming battle, probably does, depending on who you saved, right, in the earlier choices. So it'd be interesting, like, you take turn one, and then as you take turn one, The greater army as a whole has a couple of different checks, and whatever is the result of those checks influences the battle that you're personally fighting. Some reinforcements show up, a powerful enemy shows up, reinforcements are delayed, so like a breach in a wall happens, is like a unit of sappers, snuck in and laid a trap or some shit like that. Like, it would be really cool to see a game that had that kind of system where your army, you're not controlling your army, but the choices and considerations that you made with building your army do come into effect in the small-scale strategic battle. That'd be really, really cool. It's almost kind of like reminiscent of playing, D&D. A lot of times when people try to incorporate like a big army battle into D&D, they'll have, an army narrative happening or battle narrative happening, and they'll have like the players actually playing often their own like go cut the head off the snake type scenario. It'd be cool to have something like that in a game like this.
I'd advise you not to leave anything left unsaid tonight. You may not get another chance.
Well, that's not ominous or anything, Alden.
It's almost time.
Gods. You can practically feel how tense everyone is. It's putting me on edge.
I really want that game now. I'm sitting here and I'm in my head, I've created this fucking game, and I'm like, I really want that game now. I really want this game where it's, Fire Emblem individual unit tactical style, right? But the choices, like, each map is like a small scale isolation of a larger battle, and the choices that you've made throughout influence the entire thing. It's probably because I've been rereading the Malazan Book of the Fallen series, but it's just like, it's clicked in my head of like how cool that would be to be like, you start a game and you're like a squad leader and you have like, 10 people in your squad, and really you have no influence on the battle, but the first map is just what your squad is doing in this battle of a military campaign. But as the game continues, you kind of like unlock more characters, or you climb the like chain of command, or maybe you like get to see the perspective of different military commanders and things like that. So you kind of like start to influence things and get higher up the chain of command. And the choices that you've made in promoting people or incorporating certain people, like gaining allies, different auxiliary units, mercy or lack thereof, coming into play as this overarching military campaign plays out. And again, it's still boiling down to the actual gameplay being on this isolated tactical aspect of a squad, but things changing based on the choices that you've made and your military making checks each turn and shit like that. That would be really fucking cool. That would be really, really cool. I need to be a game dev. God damn it.
Can you blame them? Most of the Order has never been put to war before. For some, this may even be their first battle.
Perhaps some rousing words from their commander might bolster their resolve,
Oh, right. But what should I say?
Well, commander
Alden!
things.
I'm
Very
sure you've
helpful.
heard this a couple
Stop
times.
stressing about it. Remember back in Miradar? You're a
Reardon.
natural at this kind of stuff.
Take
Honest.
over.
Here, if it helps, just think about what Father would say if he were here.
Father, huh? Okay.
I don't know.
I
That
can
might
handle
be a
that.
bad thing to think about.
Thanks, Reardon.
Anytime, Commander.
Order of Eternals! Soldiers of Gritania! Do you hear me? Today, We march as one fighting force, with united purpose.
Damn
to
air
roust
conditioner.
Azrael from the Tri-Towns, and to turn the tide of this war. I will not lie to you. We are
Clicks
outnumbered,
on. It's
outpositioned,
cold.
and out of time.
I gotta put my jacket on.
All we have to our name is a plan. And hope.
And skill.
I was told by my brother to imagine what my father would say if he were here. But he's not here. It's just me. Friends. Family. Comrades. We have all lost something to Azrael. And if we do not stop them, then they will just keep taking more.
Would have been more powerful if you'd said it's just me. And then said it's just you. And then gone off on something like, we don't need to think about who would do what or say what if they were here. We are here. We will.
But if we win this day, we will turn this
Gotta
whole
learn to make
war on
speeches,
its
Gwen.
head. All we need to do is breach those walls. Let me say this. These are not the words of my father, the Grand Master, nor the words of a commander of the Order. These are the words of a Varroan. Words I speak to my fellow Varroans. Words I hope all of Varroa will soon speak with me. I will not yield! Not until I've taken back everything they took from me. Until we've taken back everything they took from us. The Empire has picked a fight they can never win. And tonight, we show them just how big a mistake that was.
That was pretty
Alden,
good.
Time to smoke them out.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That was pretty good.
Varroa!
Pretty good.
Join your blades with mine! And charge!
I will say the whole idea with the smoking people out thing. Oh, it is a fog map. Damn it. You didn't smoke them out. You've smoked me out. The issue with the whole fog map is Azrael. They'll kill their own people. Just bombard everything. What is this? Did you make burritos? I was not anticipating this. I smelled stuff and I was like, oh, Mappa must have ordered something.
Mappa cooked.
Mappa fucking cooked. It's not meant as a slight. Mappa don't cook, y'all. This is a special occasion. Mappa cooked. I gotta shove this this burrito in my mouth. Hell yeah. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 melee, 5 ranged. A little heavy on the melee. Sandra can heal. Arthur can heal. Lerai can heal. Valeria can heal. On the fire? How many tortillas did you burn the shit out of? None? I'd have burned the shit out of some tortillas. I totally would have. One? Uh-huh. Alright, let's take a look at this map prep. Do it up. Oh! Damn, I have regrets. We should have brought Calith. Calith would have been unstoppable here. I didn't realize that they were all gonna be blinded. Okay.
More wine. More wine.
More wine! More burrito! How's it going, Tip? Thanks for the bits.
Stay down! Am I
like
getting
burritos
it?
as well. HP, might, and mastery. Ooh. Hmm. This is difficult because we can't see what the fuck's going on. So
Orders. Anything to protect the others.
Hold still for a moment.
yeah, it's an 18% chance to hit us. With 25 blind. Wow.
Let me at him!
Yes? Here. Fall before us!
Why can we see more now? I'm confused. Seriously?
What a day for a fight!
There we go.
Try a little harder next time.
Okie dokie. I'll protect you.
I'm moving. All eyes on me.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Taking center stage?
And now the finale!
100% crit.
Another hapless rube.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, get him!
They're mine. Be gone. The sky's the limit.
2 HP, 1 might, 1 defense, 1 mastery.
Let's move, people. I'll see it done.
This is basically a crit or not. That's fine. Just had to go for Arthur.
I need to write this down.
I'm gonna regret not bringing her on. HP, might, speed, and dexterity.
The curtain call waits for no elf.
It's really fun that all of these blinded individuals are doing such a good job. This guy has a minus 25 to hitting, but he's got 174 accuracy. I guess.
Getting jiggy.
I just need to see what the fuck is going on.
Be gone!
Okie dokie.
Let me patch you up.
I can do this. Easy torch.
Time for a Banshee beatdown!
Mwah. Sweet,
Sweet games.
HP, mind, dexterity, and defense.
It's us or them.
Orders.
Nice.
I'm really picking this up.
Ah, nice. Speed and mastery. Oh. That was not intentional. I meant to attack this guy. Okay. Larai has it. I swear to God, her sound effects are louder than everybody else's.
Thanks for protecting me.
You're like waves.
I hate. Okay, I don't hate fog maps. It's not like I actually despise them or anything like that. But fog maps are a pain in the ass, because it's just... The whole point of a game like this is designed around careful understanding of unit placement and what you're going to get attacked with and what you're not going to get attacked with. And fog maps are just like, throw that out the window, brah. Jesus, that's a lot of people.
You sure? Easy target.
Alrighty. I've had enough.
Fuck all those guys.
I'm overflowing with radiance.
HP, might, speed, fortitude, and mastery. Oh.
Benji boost.
I won't abandon you. Will this finally be
HP
enough?
2, dexterity, mastery, luck.
Be gone.
Tired of your shit.
Let's rock! Hold still for a moment.
I'm moving. All eyes on me.
Yeah.
Feels like a burst of energy.
HP, speed, dexterity, fortitude. Work. Sprucing. That's even better. That's even better. You're gonna that that's not nice. You put a fog map. So the way you handle a fog map is that you throw out people ahead of your main party. Tanks, people that aren't gonna die when they get swarmed, typically by severe damage mitigation, Zuhair, or by avoiding damage altogether. Valeria, right? Not only does the fog prohibit, when you see the fog limits their hit rate. Okay, that's cool. That makes someone like a dodge tank even more valuable. If you throw a true seeing enemy into that mix, ooh, oh, that's ooh, I don't like that. I don't know what the fuck's down here, so I'm just trying to block it. I'm hoping once we get inside, the fog lifts. Because the game said once we get inside, we won't need the fog to protect us from the boat anymore. So hopefully we can just push through and fine. We're gonna save. And of course, Valeria is the target of the cannons this time, which means positioning around to try to take these guys out is a pain in the ass. Huh? 60% crits won't kill if we hit. Cannon is only 15 damage, so that's actually not that bad. We go in. We won't kill. No.
If I have to. Here, buddy!
Is that always a hawk? I suppose it was. I don't know that we've ever used the hawk. We've always just used the hyena, which probably would have been a smarter thing to use the hyena. We didn't need that much extra damage. Can't reach the motherfucker. Can't reach, can't reach, can't reach.
Let me patch you up.
Coming. I'll protect you.
We can get it done.
Aha!
I just can't stop getting better.
What's mine? Dodge only 126 right now. I feel like Valeria's fallen off. She just has such a tough time.
brings the heat.
Good.
Such style, such grace.
Yep. I'll protect you. The spirits favor me today.
HP, might, dexterity, mastery. That's pretty good.
All eyes on me.
I didn't see any other attacks around here. Let's...
Ready for anything. I won't abandon you.
Time to ride.
No. I want to attack because I want to try to regenerate mana with her. Well, I was hoping for crit, but...
Thanks for protecting
fine.
me.
We'll be okay.
So clumsy.
Better luck next time.
You're amazing!
Well, hello! Hmm.
Let me patch you up.
I'm there.
Okay, here we go. Incoming!
This'll be fun. All eyes on me. Get a tango, baby.
Pretty nice. Suhair crits a lot for only having like 27 crit. Like, I guess he has 45 crit. His crit avoidance. A lot of people are having crit avoidance these days, which is interesting.
Am I getting
HP, Fortitude, Mastery, Luck.
Such style. Such
A great bow. Interesting. Okay.
Rest easy now.
Face crit. You didn't what? Cannot be double attacked. Okay. I was like, you didn't outspeed the guy in heavy armor? What? I was about to
Be gone.
Go crazy. About to go crazy.
The sky's the limit.
Dexterity and fortitude. Greatest, but let's. Okay, here we go. More incoming. Yo! Gwen dodged something? That's wild. And Gwen one-shot something. That's not that wild. I can dodge this. Fine, didn't one-shot it. Jeebus. Alright, Gwen telling me to shut the fuck up.
If I have to.
Gotcha. There is still a person there. Nobody there.
I can do this.
Up. Moving up and teleporting. Always attacks first. That's annoying.
Just die already! Fight me, coward!
Nice.
Not bad.
You attack first, but you do no damage. So, go fuck yourself.
Still already! Bad guy! Go!
Nice. That worked well. 2 HP,
Sweet,
1
sweet
fortitude,
games.
1 luck. Okay.
All right, we've reached the gates. Alden, you ready?
Just say the word and I'll get our welcoming mat ready.
Do it now!
Perfect. Everyone inside. We have to take the keep.
Gwyn, we're getting torn apart by that fleet. Even with the city as cover, we won't stand a chance.
Damn it. At this rate, even with the defenses, they'll just bleed us out.
That sound. What's that?
The Shamrock!
I'd recognize it anywhere. But how?
Swear to God, I'm gonna take off my jacket and
There
the
he
fucking air conditioner is gonna come on.
Somebody's riding him.
It's gonna be Ford.
So,
It's Ford!
waves meet the shore once again.
I knew it.
Woohoo! Hey, big fella! We're a wave, all right! A goddamn tidal wave!
God damn it, Ford.
We will sink their ships and lay them to rest at the bottom of the sea.
And more importantly, save our friends, huh?
Like, the Shamrock's like, I guess.
For our friends, I will bring all the weight of all the seas to bear.
All the weight of all the seas is a bit much, Shamrock.
Drown in our way.
Calm it down.
Ha ha! That's the spirit, you beautiful fishy bastard! Now,
Fishy
let's not
bastard.
keep him waiting, eh?
Oh, that's gotta be Ford. Nobody else would be crazy enough to hitch a ride on a god.
Gotta hand it to the guy. He's got style.
And good timing.
Exactly. This is precisely the window we needed.
Let's make good use of it. Take the city before they can rally.
Well, that's not good. We're probably about to get flambéed. God. The city's a little packed there. City's got a little bit of defense there, buddy. That's more than 3. Yeah, that's definitely more than 3. That's a couple. Oh, we should resurrect, I forgot we could resurrect What's-Her-Face. Shit, I should have done that. I clicked away too soon. Try to remember, dude. Good now.
Let me help.
I'm here.
I'm just sitting at, you're at 34. You're not that far off.
Put on a show.
You're fine. 29s? 29s we can deal with. 29s we can. This is just a really fucking tight corridor.
It's time. We're in this together.
I won't abandon you.
$160. I moving Valeria in there is gonna get her killed. Unfortunately.
I got this.
What with this guy? 144?
Who, me?
I'll pull him.
Let me patch you up.
I feel okay about that.
Let me at him! Benji brings the heat!
Not bad.
A Benji slapping. We just gotta get him out of here. Really tight quarters trying to get through here.
Aw, trying to run.
Nice. That's nice. We gotta get her crit up. Or something. I don't know. We gotta do something for her.
I'll do it. Be gone! We should study this later.
I don't want to go after this boat, honestly.
It's time.
For the order!
Yeah, I wasn't intending on Gwen killing this guy, but...
I always win.
Fine, we'll take it.
Will it ever be enough?
2 HP! Woo!
Let's put it to good use.
Alright. Oh, fuck.
I'm moving.
Also move you up. That's fine.
If I have to.
I'll move you here.
If I have to. Nothing's stopping me now.
2 HP, 1 might, 1 dexterity, 1 defense, 1 40. Pretty good. Who pulls? These guys have 167 accuracy. That's
Who, me?
kind of outrageous. Fortitude increased, fortitude increased.
Let me patch you up.
That's more like what we're
Forward.
hoping to have with
Yep, yep.
her.
I'm here. Wonderful.
Ho, ho, ho!
Over here for now. Okay, we are running out of time. That did take a long time. Gwen's gonna take a lot of chip damage here. A lot of chip damage that she should be able to heal back in like a single fucking hit, so not super worried about it, honestly. %0 chance to hit. Perfect. Very little damage back, though. Less perfect. Alright, wonderful.
I can do this. Stay down!
Great.
Let's put on a show.
Perfect.
Sick him.
Very nice.
Alrighty.
Do I do something stupid like that? I kind of want to.
I'll protect you.
Do I do something stupid like that? I kind of want to. I kind of want to just send Benji in and be like, fucking murder them, Benji. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna get slapped.
Hold still already!
Or he'll crit kill everybody. Oh. God, Benji. God, I love you.
Moving it. I got this. Let me patch you up.
Taking a chance,
Feels
Valeria.
like a burst of energy.
Might, speed, fortitude, mastery. Go goes.
You're gonna love this.
We're good?
Oh yeah. Y'all seeing this or what?
So close to perfect. 2 HP, 1 might, 1 speed, 1 defense, 1 fortitude, 1 mastery, and 1 luck. Just missing the dex.
Darling, you're a star.
It's very fucking nice.
Yes?
Yeah.
Here.
It's time.
We can get it done.
Can we kill? Can't. Can we kill if we bleed? One, two, three, no. $25 doesn't get outsped.
I'll
We'll
see
just
it
take a
done.
chunk. Go for the kill.
Forward. We can get it done.
Alright. Like how the Shamik's just 50 miles away, just smacking that fucking guy. Does she have leech on her fucking weapon? If she doesn't, we need to get leech on her weapon.
I got this.
Attacks. Okay, she does. She attacks restore 3. The only reason she's being fucked.
Let's get it done.
Why we moved him, where we moved him.
Easy target. We're rich. Yes.
Hell yeah,
Can't believe
Saxon. HP, might, speed, dexterity, defense. Pretty damn decent. I can't do anything about that. Seems like a bad idea. Ooh.
Oh, yeah!
Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound, motherfuckers.
Time for a Benji
Yes!
down!
Yes, Benji! Yes! Oh, God!
Sweet,
Might,
sweet
defense,
game.
mastery, and luck. Let's fucking do it. Absolutely. Oh, God. Benji solo mission.
They're mine.
I think I just want to pop this guy.
Be gone.
Magical, magical. Right, that's the annoyance here. "12 turns out of 17, we're fine, I think.
Let's move, people.
We'll pull just the... Ah, fuck it, we'll pull both. Ability... he's double stacked, he doesn't need anything else.
I won't abandon you.
They've got that covered. Okay, how do we want to handle this? We're hitting for 6, which is not good.
Let's
I
rock.
think we kind of just have to bide.
Let me patch you up.
You should survive.
Okie dokie.
Gonna take the chunk from the ballista. Didn't crit. Actually goes after Gwen. Really interesting there. Both of them went after Gwen. They both said, we'd rather do the 2 damage to Gwen than just not be able to hit Valeria. Cool. Cool. Alright. Fair enough. So Valeria takes a pot shot there. And now she is out of mana, so she kind of needs to chill.
Let me at him! Benji brings the heat!
I'll see it done.
We're gonna move here and do a brutal.
We or die.
And we get the crit. Of course we do. 37% chance. She crits all the fucking time. 38.
I'm here.
Me? We cannot. We also cannot. Fuck it.
Fine. Let's put on a show.
I'll snipe you instead then. 34, 34.
Let's dance.
Yeah, it would be preferable to
All eyes on me.
get kills on Zuhair and
So
what's her
clumsy.
face? Rip? Nah, stream was down on your end? All good? Okay. I was like, wait, Rip? What? Huh? Rip what? Oh, yeah, he's got 2 that won't kill.
We need to
Can we
move.
stack anything with him? We cannot. He just does damage. He doesn't stack shit. He just does damage.
We can get it done.
Of course.
We can get it done.
Fuck.
Fall before us.
Yeah, he hits us for 3, whatever. How's it going, Galactic Baron? Hope
Gotta
you're doing
keep
well.
moving forward.
Yes?
Should be fine. Move over here. We need to heal Valeria.
I'll protect you.
Oh, we're gonna pull that guy. No! Nice. How is the boat shooting at Benji on the boat? Ha! Look at those cannons! Those cannons are pointed outwards on the boat! Got on a fucking cannon and turned it at the guy who boarded the boat! What the fuck is this shit? Oh!
Let me at him.
Teleport over to this guy. Alright, Benji, give me one of them crits. Please and thank you. You did not crit, Benji. This is gonna hurt. Ew. Ew. He could kill Benji. If Benji doesn't crit next time, he actually will kill Benji. And Benji's solo mission will be for naught. That won't be good. Let's 14 out of 17. We're starting to cut it a little close. Starting to cut it a little close.
Let's
we need
move,
to
people.
get in.
We need to move.
Not super worried yet, but
All
we're
eyes
getting
on
there.
me.
I'm here.
Hold still for a moment.
Got a crit. Need a crit. Let's crit.
Try
Valer-
a little harder
wait, what?
next time.
Oh, does she have the thing? No? Why did she... What? Did I math bad? I might have just math bad. It happens. I want to pull these guys. We're gonna pull...
Easy torch.
We're gonna take hits. 38, 38. Neither should kill.
Let's let loose.
Even if they hit die. Should be okay there.
Yep.
Okay. 3 more turns. We're gonna have to push. Okay, I need you to... Oh, no, you don't have to crit. Hey, power boost. He crit anyways. You couldn't have crit last time and not scared me.
Benji
Well
never
then.
loses.
Well then. Right. Okay. Fine. This is fine. Good job, Zuhair. Oh, damn. Okay, so went for Reardon. Reardon can't counter. Goes for Saxon and will die because of it.
You're in my way.
Very cool. Right, comes in for Gwen. Damage. Play this out side to side. Can Benji get the fuck out of here? Not this turn. Probably not next turn. The Benji's done. That's fine. We want Saxon to move towards the main fight, which is also okay because Reardon can make this final kill.
Moving it. Hold still for a moment.
Perfectly acceptable. Okay, range is down there. We gotta know what... Okay, we're gonna do center last. Who can do what over here and how? Who, what, when, where, how?
We can get it done.
We move here, we can transfusion to bleed them both. Attack will kill from the bleed.
Days are numbered.
Didn't even need the bleed. We crit instead. Cool.
Will this finally be
HP,
enough?
might, speed, and defense.
Somebody ought to know what to do with this.
Great axe. Fuck yeah. We still can't do charge speed. Our shit's too expensive.
Wonderful.
Go ahead and get an attack anyways. I mean, she's gonna crit. She's just not gonna... It's not gonna matter.
And now the finale.
Such style, such grace.
Putting him here might pull this guy, which I would be fine with, but it also might pull that guy, which I would be less fine with. Right? Would I be less fine with that? Do I want to guarantee pull one over the other? We've got to get here. Getting there is not as big of a deal, though, I don't think. 16 speed. He outspeeds her. 47 is so much damage. They both go for Zuhair. I think we have to play this safe.
All eyes on me. Care to dance? I just can't stop getting better.
HP and dexterity.
Barbaric.
Okay, so the safe way to play this is to not risk both hits.
Right.
We move here. We wait to face tank a hit. We move up here. We ice shield.
Let me help.
Reduce how badly that face tanked hit hurts, because it is gonna hurt. We move here to insta-kill this person. $15 damage. Not that bad. She's severely weakened. That's why.
I'm here.
That's why she did so little damage. I was like, what's her cycle? She's on accuracy. He doesn't outspeed her.
Taking center stage? I need to write this down.
HP and luck. Something.
All eyes on me.
Forward! Together!
Poor Benji is locked on the boat, I think. Fuck it.
Sick him!
That's a dead man. HP, might,
Nothing's
speed,
stopping me
mastery,
now.
and luck. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Be gone! We should study this later.
That's a dead man.
I can feel
2
something
HP,
calling
might, speed, defense, mastery, and luck. Oh, that's a silly me.
Let's rock!
Time to ride.
He won't kill him.
Easy torch.
Fucking hit him. Whoever he attacks gets counterattack kills him, and we walk in. There we go. All right, sweet, awesome. Oh, my ankle. We did play this down to the wire, I will say. Cassandra's the only one who's 30. Benji! Get off the boat! I like how the Shamek showed up and was like, hey, we're here to help, but they did not stop the boat from shooting. Like, what? Huh?
Together.
I'll protect you.
I got this.
I'm
not gonna worry about it. These.
Man, I'm really cleaning up.
Saxon, MVP, that makes sense. He did a lot of work with the AoEs. 1,001 damage. Very nice. Oh yeah. All the king's horses.
Commander,
completed.
The keep is secured. Save for the stragglers, the city is ours.
Yep.
Good. It's over. As soon as we have everything under control, I want a head count. No exemptions.
Is now really the time for that? We're still not...
I want to know how many people we lost.
Right.
Don't worry, Gwen. Alden and I will handle it. You did good, yeah? You should...
Get some rest. I know. But I'm not resting until we have our father back.
Take care of yourself, yeah?
I see you made a new friend.
It is true. The sailor is an endearing figure. His persistence rivals that of the mighty river, ever flowing and ceaseless.
I thought you were living in exile now.
Content was I to drift upon the waves, but mine inaction has wrought naught but emptiness, ineffective, pointless. No longer. Now shall the raging seas be focused, where they may crash upon more deserving souls.
Technically, he left because he couldn't control the rage because of the shit that's been going on with the Weald, and so it was like, well, I better peace out of here before I go on a murderous rampage and kill more people.
And what a shore we found, eh? We kicked their asses so hard, the Emperor himself will need a new cushion for his throne.
always good to have you back.
We
Ford.
heard you'd gone missing, Captain. What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? The Council refused to send help, and worse, the rats impounded my ship. This scaly bastard was my secret weapon. I went out on my own, doing whale calls and the like, until I found him.
Sounds to me like he found you. Were you really just out in the open sea, with no plan?
Sounds like Ford.
How rude. Of course I had a plan. Find the Shamek, then go beat Asvarel. And it worked, didn't it? Huh?
It sure did. Thanks for the
He's
assist.
got you there, Arthur!
Without you two, we might have lost the whole war.
Shit!
And yet, the waters still
I do have to say, it's...
The war continues.
It is somewhat disappointing. It would have been way cooler if the Shamek showed up and just obliterated the boat. Like, I feel like that's kind of like the intent there, but that's not what happened. And so it's more like, hey, the Shamek showed up, and then smacked at some people and didn't do anything. But if the Shamik had showed up and all of a sudden, you know, the boat was just gone, like this, and then the Shamik does nothing else for the rest of the map, that's fine, because that would have mean that we no longer have to deal with the reticle of the boat, and that would have been cool.
You're right.
So
There's
a little
still
bit of a
fighting
miss
to be
there,
done.
honestly.
They have our father, and we have to save him. Will you help us?
You don't even have to ask, lass. Of course we'll help. Aye, Shammy?
Together.
Oh no!
Demonstrate.
Ford's been teaching him lingo.
The full
Fucking air conditioner's back on. I swear to God.
And they will tremble.
It's an eternal
Did
struggle.
he really manage to teach him to talk like that already?
Words cannot express how glad I am to see you, old friend.
Child of Shadow, you need not speak a whisper. I know your joy, for I share in it, too.
We have much to catch up on. I've been quite busy while you were away.
Then come, ride with me, and we will speak of all that I have missed.
Every battle
Commander.
after
Go ahead,
this...
Chieftain. The battle's won. You've earned it.
Every battle after this that you put Haran in, he's actually just riding the Shamik. And he's a 4x4 on the map, and it's a terror. That would be hilarious.
Thank you.
Hey, where's that wizard man hiding anyway? I was gonna say hi, but I can't find the guy.
Who? Alden? He just left. You walked right past him.
What? And he didn't even say anything? Oh, I ought to give him a piece of my mind. Be right back.
Commander, not to spoil your moment, but I bring news. We intercepted a message from Ezen's Hope. At first we thought it was bound for Azvarel, but it turns out it was meant for us.
If it was meant for us, you didn't intercept a message. A message was delivered.
They knew it would be intercepted?
Or didn't care. Besides, this wasn't the only messenger. There's dozens, headed for all corners of Aroa. It's an invitation. Come to Ezen's Hope and see the Order's Grand Master executed. And it's happening soon.
An execution?
Gods. Father!
Supposedly, the Emperor
It's a
himself
trap.
is there. We'd heard reports that he was leading the invasion force, so it adds up.
No! I won't let them do this to us. I won't!
Gwyn, there's still time, right? We can still stop them.
Gather our forces
you
immediately.
can try.
With Azvarel's main host gone, the Gratanian army can handle the Tri-Towns from here.
It's in a situation like this that you have to accept that failure is not your fault, right? If you march to Ezen's Hope and you fail to rescue your father, it is not your fault if you fail. You are not to blame. The people who are committing this heinous action are the people to blame. That's a tough sell for
I want
most
our
of these
forces
people.
ready to march at first light tomorrow. You said the Emperor will be there, right, Calith?
That's what they say, and it's certainly plausible, but...
Perfect. If they want an execution, we'll give him one. Emperor Orlov. We'll have his head. Ford will want to help once he finds out. He can handle the seas. That leaves the city to us.
Azvarel lost a lot of people today. There won't be much fight left in them. They should be very, very afraid of what we're capable of.
They never expect us to pull through, no matter how many times we put their hounds down. They'll never learn. But I am a persistent teacher.
Mm-hmm. And Orlov wields pride like a weapon. They'd sooner fall upon that blade of theirs than admit defeat.
They can deny it all they want, but we'll write the truth in their blood. Nobody threatens my family. Nobody.
Okay. Calm it down.
Zanil. Your absence may have escaped the Order's notice, but nothing escapes mine. Where are you going?
She pieced out. She's got to go to the wheel.
I need to crest this hill. This abominable smoke. I have a sickening feeling about it.
It is an assault on the senses, alike to our journey through the abyss, but what bearing does this hill have on such a thing?
It's the highest point for some distance, and I need to see the horizon. Look there, where the smoke is densest. It is to the east.
So it is, as is all Gratanian territory still under Azvarel's reign.
They already conquered that territory before we arrived. Why did the smoke only worsen now?
Speak plainly.
What if the smoke isn't coming from Gratania? What if... Kamari, what if...
Come. You need not face this alone.
Whoops!
No. No!
We did that! We dropped the wield's protections.
Abyss, take them. They will leave naught but ash in their wake. Zanil, I beg of you, say it.
What?
You are the leader of the Sylvans, ruler of the Weald. What authority I hold may already command naught but corpses. I am yours to wield. So say it. Say the words. Unleash me upon them, that I might drown their empire in blood. Let me exact recompense upon them. Let me make monuments of their bones, such that the gods themselves will look down and know the death of their people. I will show them rage. I will kill them in ways that yield no afterlife, that they may suffer no peace unearned. Command me, and I will end them. I beg of you. I beg of you.
Kamari, might I join you on your crusade?
If it is your will.
Then Kamari of the Weald, I command you, make them pay.
That's not an ominous chapter name or anything. God damn, game, calm down. Okay. Okay. You really fucked up. Ah, damn. Oh, all right. Arthur and Reardon. Did you mean it? Sorry, what are we talking about? You said earlier about me sounding like father. Really mean that? Oh, that? I mean, a little. Not really. I don't know, it's complicated. Not quite the answer I was expecting. Did you mean it or not? I just get the same feeling sometimes. Frustrated. Just makes me think about it. Not just from you, it's everyone sometimes. I don't want to be mad at people, I'm just already mad, you know? Ha ha! Yes, I do now. I do. It's not so foreign a concept to me. Father and I have never felt so at odds with one another. Always, no matter how kind a word he offers, it's tempered by another harsh reminder. Tell me about it. And to think we have it easy. Do we? Yeah. I mean, look at Gwen. Fathered barely blinked before putting the weight of the whole world on her back. Hey, Dodis. Hey, Dodis. Hey, Doty Lody. You get a little Doty time? A little Doty time? A little brushy brush? A little brush brush? In some ways, maybe he already has. At least we only have to live up to his legend, not his station. I feel like if you heard me talking like that, you'd tell me that my troubles are still important, and if others are greater. I mean, yeah, probably, but I'd never lecture myself. Just others. Do as I say, not as I do, you know? Hey now, no sarcasm while on duty. Would father say. Harumph, you know? Rear dummy. Laughing is no laughing matter. What if an enemy patrol hears you giggling, Wow. Honestly, that kind of sounded like our man Irving. Only thing worse than a failed diplomatic mission is a failed joke. We cannot afford to take unnecessary risks. Notice. Got a big tangle here, buddy. You got a big tangle there, buddy. You got a big tangle there, buddy. Aw, you sweetie. Give me head kisses. All of the Dotus fur. So much. Doop. 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 Get your front. Get your front. Why you got a wet face? Why are you coming to me with a wet face? Why are you coming to me with a wet face, huh? You got more than a wet face. You got a wet paw. Why are you half wet? What did you do? Are you drooling? Are you having a stroke? Mwah. Mwah. You're a good boy. Now I'm done with you. I will give you a treat if you are good and you get into your perch. You want a treat? Tiny baby wants a treat. He wasn't even in the fucking room. Instantaneously. Goodness. Up here. Up here. Up here. Hey, baby. Oh. Tiny baby dropped his. Good boy, Dotus. Come on, sit down. I'll give you some pets. If you be a good boy and actually get on fucking camera for once, you be good. Yes, sir. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. I need to pull this camera, like, back and up, don't I? Hello, tiny baby. Alright. That's it for now. You got your treat, tiny baby. Go away. We must have... Whoa. My bad. Your impression's way better than mine. Thanks. I'm a man of few talents, so I gotta cherish the ones I have. So humble. Truly, the son of the Grandmaster. Only so humble as you are kind, fellow son of Irving. Thanks, Arthur. Will you let me brush you? Let me brush you. Let me brush you. He's like, what are you doing with my hair, Papa? Alright. We have brushed both cats. Onwards we go. There we go. A little more kitty action. For what? For letting me vent. I needed this. I did too. Glad we're in this together. It's our duty, right? As family. We owe each other that much. Yeah, duty. Alright, y'all. Calm down. Larai and Gwyn. Hey, you. Holding up okay? I know it's been a lot lately. Fine, thanks. Just not where I expected my mission to take me when I first traveled to Varroa. Right, your mission. Father never filled me in on the details. Ha! Yes, well, there's at once not much to tell, and a lifetime I could spend telling it all. Allow me to start at the beginning. Goodbye, Dotus! Oh, shit. They're like a... Heard stories, but not much else. Just scattered talk of coastal raids and the Shirani Navy. And you know much of the tale. How'd you two meet, anyway? Make for a strange pair. Met across the sea. I traveled to the Orcish homeland to learn of my heritage. I'm only half Orcish, if you couldn't tell. There's much beauty in that place. A beautiful land with beautiful skies and beautiful people. But not all are content in that beauty. For there's also much war. So many of my people venerate war. They live by the blade, and gleefully they'll die for it too. Such a waste. Not so different from Varroa in that sense. Were it not for warmongers like Emperor Orlov, Varroa would be almost like paradise. Our land has no shortage of Orlovs. Tusk, even with his warrior's heart, was the only one who could see what I saw. If our people continued to war as they have for so long, then it wouldn't be long before the orcs were no more. That's a hell of a burden. And you two are the only ones who make the journey? Can't say I've ever met an orc before I met the two of you. How could you? Few of our people ever travel to Varroa, save the pillagers and raiders, like my mother. Your mother? If she was a raider, then is she... Apologies, but I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't wish to speak further of this, if that's alright. Right, of course it's alright. Thank you. I think I will take my leave as well. That is, if I... Go ahead, Larai. Sorry for dredging up bad memories. Yeah, that's rough. Bond with Benji! Whoa! Whoa! Tisk. Tisk. She actually tisk. Didn't your father ever teach you it's rude to stare? Wow. I'm talking to you, Benji. There's nobody else here. Oh. Ha, my bad, my bad. My pops only taught me how to eat, work out, and fight. He never taught me how to stare. Charming. You know, I get enough of an audience at the theater. I don't need one from you as well. Huh? Oh, shoot. Am I being a bug again? I'm sorry, Miss Tally. I was just... It's Taldera to you, you... Oof. I was just watching you write is all. We're watching me write? That's kinda cool. Is that weird? What interest could a boor like you have in the art of the stage? Oh, Miss Tally, I've always loved plays. Back overseas in Red Hill, they'd put on these shows in the town square. They were the best. Yes, well, I suppose you wouldn't understand the difference between your bawdy revelries and my art, would you? Aldera's a little bit of a bitch. Nope, I don't understand a lot of things, though, so that's why I came to watch you write. I gotta learn. Learn what, exactly? How to write a play. Duh. What? Benji, can you even write at all? He's learning to read with Alden. A little. Come on, please, Miss Tally. You gotta help me out. I promise I'll be quiet. That's not gonna happen. Enough. If it'll bring me some peace and quiet, then I suppose I can allow it. Yeah, this is the best. The Benji best. Thanks a million, Miss Tally. I told you it's Taldera. Ugh. Yet another drama inflicted upon me. Woe is you. Some gold. Another conversation. Hi, Val. Oh, Saxon, you look terrible. I know. I came to apologize. I, acted like a real jerk last time. So, sorry. Seriously. Saxon, I appreciate that, but you don't need to apologize to me. Really? Why not? The way I see it, the only person you owe an apology to is that Saxon guy, for being so hard on it. Look, that's sweet of you, but you don't get it. I really, really don't want to talk about this anymore. Alright, that's fine. How about I talk instead and you can just listen? Go for it, yes. Okay, cool. So, I never knew my parents. When I came to the Order from Azvarel, it was just me on my own, looking for something. I'd always been good at making friends, but I could still feel it. I was an outsider. I didn't belong. Not in the way the others did, at least. The Order was still just a thing to me. It was a home to them. I felt alone. And I hated it. But it was hard to let people in. Still is, honestly. What am I meant to do? I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to be alone. For what's left for me. Trust. Just gotta trust us. The Order is here for you, just like they were here for me. Look, if you really think that's all it takes, then you don't get it at all. Still? But it's literally the same. It's not the same. You had a home and left it. I never had a home to begin with, and what little I had, it's smoke now. Smoke and ash and nothing. When you ask me to feel a certain way because that's how you felt, that's not fair. Just because we hurt for the same reasons doesn't mean we both hurt the same way. While that's true, absolutely true, right? You can hurt for the same reason but not hurt in the same way. 100%, easy peasy. You can hurt in the same way and not for the same reasons. Absolutely, 100%. She's still not wrong. You're just not in a place to accept that she's right. And her delivery of being right is also wrong time. Stop asking me to relive that hurt. I already do that too much as is. You're right. I'm really sorry. Hold on, are you alright? I didn't mean to. I'm fine, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna go. Crap. She was crying. Saxon, buddy, what are you doing? You two are talking past each other. That's what you're doing. You're both so focused on a specific thing in the delivery of the concept of that specific thing, or in living that specific thing, and you're both so close to each other, which is why it keeps happening. And when I say close to each other, I mean close, like in proximity, not physically to each other, but to the concept of what is going on. And so since you're both basically like two lasers or two rifles or whatever, you're unable to broaden and intersect, right? You gotta step back, broaden your field of view, and intersect. Find a point to meet with someone on. You're both right. Understand that Valeria is correct, and what you do need is trust. And understand that Saxon is incapable of it at this point in time, but will come to it eventually. Yata! Elixirs? We got some new stuff. New weapons. We got a great bow, great sword, great axe. Great sword, great bow, great axe. Let's check some stuff. Great sword. I mean, good sword. Great sword. Stupid joke. Always stupid. Broadsword. I wish I could move. like, reorder things. Broadsword is 13, 13 to 16, 90 to 100, 3 to 4, 0 crit across the board. Okay. I see what's happening there. Yeah. What does Greatsword have? Challenger. Crit 20% when the enemy is full. Knight. Ragnarok. Sniper. Neat. Powered. Deadly Maul. Shrink. Really like a lot of those things, honestly. I'm very happy with our Zweihander of Death. Who else are our sword users? Haleth. And her power is not very high, but we have built her basically to crit a lot. Using the scimitar. But does that matter for her? Do we actually care about her critting, other than the concept that critting is gonna do more damage, obviously? Taking damage increases the damage of next attack by 20%. Killing an enemy grants additional defense and fortitude. That's all fine. Nothing especially crit-oriented, though. So... she's currently at 38 power. Greatsword just immediately boosts her up to 40. So she's using the dexterous scimitar of the assassin. Oh, it does have critical hits deal additional damage. Wait, no, she's using dexterous... Wait, why was she using dexterous barbs? Just to get the extra crit? It feels like if we're going for that type of crit, we would rather have the additional crit damage. Great sword. Could throw crit on there. Her accuracy doesn't suffer, it actually gets better. Speed does suffer, obviously. Deadly would bring her crit back up to a generally acceptable level. Be 48. That's pretty decent. 50% chance. Then we could do something like Knight to have higher base crit or higher base damage. So we'd be sitting at 40 instead of the 38. Or we'd be sitting at 45 instead of the 38. The dexterity scales, but she doesn't have a stupid crazy amount of dex, right? We're basically, do we want that? Do we want higher crits or higher power? Critical hits did 50% additional damage. Crits right now are just double damage, so 50% additional would be 2.5, right? So 2.5, 38 times 2 is going to be 76. Right? And then half again would be... What are we looking at? Half again is an additional 19. So 95. Versus if we crit with the greatsword at 45, we're hitting for 90. At which point, you know, the crit is relatively comparable there. The difference in crit amount is going to be 48% versus, what is it, 53%? So a difference in 5% crit. You're also losing 2 speed. So chance of getting doubled increase. Losing some dodge, though that's relatively minor. But gaining 20 accuracy. It's not like a clear hard, it's more like a side grade. You know, it's not like super clear. Definitely don't think we want to be doing that with her. I think the Kopesh is 100% the direction we go. Yeah. I mean, the increased accuracy seems pretty good. So I think we would go for Deadly. Again, to boost the crit up to an acceptable range. We could go further with Challenger. So she has a 68% chance to crit when they're at full, but she's only going to be doing 80 damage on the crits. But Reflection can increase that as well. I don't know. I feel like Knight. So we trade a little bit of speed and crit for higher base power and better accuracy. That's kind of a wash, honestly. Great bow. Great bow. 17.5, 110.5. Versus the recurve, you're looking at more damage, same crit, more accuracy, more weight. So I don't want to do that on Viserion. I want to try out the Vicious Repeater with Viserion. Who are our other bow users? I feel like 25% of luck to unit power. That's kind of interesting. And vampiric. That is quite neat. I think just the sheer fact that the Arbalest has wizardry is gonna make it to where that is the best weapon for the Neil period. Because her mastery is absurd. She has 40 mastery, right? So that's an extra 10 power off of that. So I don't think that's gonna get better. Reardon, also a bow user. Yeah. So Rearden, Viserion, Zanil. Rearden has a great bow. But it's not the same type of great bow. It's a deep song great bow. Okay. What's his luck? His luck is only 17. But it's 25% of luck. $55 versus 59. But we have accuracy boosted on the deep song great bow, and without accuracy boosted on the great bow of the fool, it's higher accuracy. So instead of worrying about accuracy, we could go for crits. Deadly would boost us up to 48%, which is pretty solid. And be more consistent. So we'd basically be losing some power for better accuracy and better crit. How much power? More power? His dexterity is 35% growth. His luck is 35% growth. In theory, the ratio is going to be better on the great bow. Again, kind of a side grade. All of these kind of seem to be side grades. Just alternate adjustments on how exactly it can work. Which is fine. That's neat enough. But, no. Again, we specifically want to try the repeater of tactics with him. And yeah, I don't think, maybe this would be a clear better on someone else. Again, I think the person adjusting the class can adjust the gear, etc., because of the growth rates and everything like that. But I feel pretty happy with where Rearden's at. Just that accuracy sacrificed for crit. Like, we get so much more accuracy here. Ah, fuck it. Let's go for the crit. Question is do I take crit at full, or do I take crit all the time? Take crit all the time. 51 is pretty good. Pretty good. And then we had the axe, right? Yes. Okay, so Splitter of the Vampire. It's gonna be difficult. So Great Axe versus Battle Axe, 5 more power, 5 more accuracy, 2 more weight. Great Axe has access to Cadence, Assassin, Light, Vicious, Titan. I don't like those. I don't like most of those. Again, depending on the person, but the Great Axe, it would have to be on a person who has like high built-in crit. Oh, shit. Right, like 46 crit. $52. So see, this could be a thing with Benji. Because the Mauler is all based off of the concept that it has super high base power. And the whole thing is getting its crit up as high as you can. And we could take Vicious, just like we have on the Mauler, and crit, but that wouldn't be better, would it? Base 22, 0 crit, 70 accuracy. Base 20, 5 crit, 85 accuracy. Same weight. So if we... So... Oh, that's the thing. True Strike is different than Vicious. True Strike is significantly better than Vicious. Because Vicious is crit 20, accuracy minus 15, and power minus 3. Whereas True Strike is crit 20, accuracy plus 20 instead of minus 15, power minus 3, yes, but weight plus 3. So, yeah, that's a significant difference there. If we go with Vicious, right, he'd be at 66% crit, which is comparable, but his accuracy would be significantly. I don't know if that matters, though, right? Like, does accuracy matter? If we just go Vicious Deadly and you crit every time, I don't know if crits miss. That's the thing. I think, though, the way that the game works is... I think the game checks when you go to attack. Do you crit? If you crit, you hit, right? And if you don't crit, then it checks your accuracy versus the enemy. I think that's how it works, but I'm not positive. Even so, like, if we did this... We'd be sitting at 30... It'd be a loss in power and accuracy for an increase in crit and speed. Marginal increase in crit and speed. Yeah, 76, it would be, 81 crit. And plus 2 speed. Versus... we would lose 2 power, which is relatively inconsequential. Maybe that matters? 6 more dodge. Could also just do Vicious and go for Assassin. Or rather than going for either or going for Vicious, we could just go for Deadly and we would be sitting at a base 61% crit, and take Assassin, and then rely on his crit plus 8 per status effect. Bit of a side grade. Kind of a bit of a side grade across the board. I do feel like if we were going to make the exchange, though, the intent would be to just get crit as high as possible because of his Visage of Death. Right, with the idea that you're going to do more damage against full health enemies with the intent of one-shotting them anyways. So the whole point is to get as high a chance to crit as possible. Six. 76 plus 5 is going to be 81. 81 versus 76, you're just looking at 5% crit for a loss of 3 power and probably whipping on a lot more enemies when you don't crit. But probably going to crit most of the time. How much money do we have? Iron Axe rune. The problem is with Executioner is often something like Executioner requires you to set up. Right? And often we will be doing a situation where we don't want to set up, we want to walk in there and one-shot somebody, right? Now, the setup is a fallback option. You know, someone like Larai can walk in there and throw a status effect on them, and then Benji suddenly has plus 16 or plus 24% crits, and we can go from there. At that point, right, like, this axe at 81% crit is going to do a better job without setup of guaranteeing the crits. This axe is going to be do a better job of taking advantage of the setup. Right? Like, does that make sense? But this is more of a solo weapon. This is more of a team weapon. When on his own, Benji can hemorrhage and gain his own 16% crit. Instead of doing that, he can just Reaper's Mark himself and be at 20% crit. I guess technically that's the other thing, is he can just Reaper's Mark himself and he'll be at 100% crit. Versus if he truthfuls and he Reaper marks himself, he'll be at 96% crit. So does that really fucking matter? At that point, if we just start Reapers marking ourselves, and assuming that 81% crit is going to be enough, but we get into those scenarios where we want to blink to get to an enemy, and we can't do both in the same turn, right? But we could Reaper's mark and then blink. The reason I called that out is because we could just do Assassin. Assassin is basically an additional 25 damage. Does that matter, though? If you're attacking an enemy that has a... Okay. If he just crits anyways, he's gonna, without any charges of his Head of Steam, he's gonna crit for 102, right? Okay. If the enemy has full health, he's gonna crit for 153, right? Does he need an additional 25 on top of that? Because even through whatever armor they have, that's gonna kill anything that we have met so far. I think we just vicious. It cost ourselves money there, whatever. I think we just vicious turn on Reaper's Mark whenever we can, and he has 100% crit. He walks up to someone, and instead of doing 153 damage, he does 144 damage. And we go, okay. And that's fine. God. Yikes. I gotta go through so many things. I had anticipated doing another map, and maybe going to like 11:30, but it's already late, and I don't want to start this map too late because I feel like this map is going to be a very important situation. It's not something I want to rush through, and we already, last night we went way past intended time because of basically the same thing in Metaphor, getting into a situation where it was like, oh, this is a big moment, this is intense, we can't stop. And we couldn't actually stop, so I think we're going to stop here. Check system real quick, check statistics. Saxon finally closing on Gwen. Arthur also putting up a valiant effort, but Saxon finally starting to close the distance. Which is not super surprising. Damage taken, Benji. Combats is always going to be Gwen. Arthur kills catching up, and Reardon actually catching up. Defeats still Valeria, unfortunately. Mana spent. Arthur well and above everyone. He gets to just spam. Baron, of course. Tiles moved. Gwen. Massively out in front. Cassandra actually in second. Interesting. Kinda neat. So, that is going to be where we end tonight's session. Game's really good. Couple of kludgy things here or there, but gameplay is really, really good. So, that's going to be it. We should be back tomorrow for Friday shenanigans, probably some Vellum if everyone's around. If not, something else, I'm sure. So, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.